The first concept is what? Variables concept, guys. Variables concept in Python. Okay. It's very important to understand what is the variables we have in Python. And then after understanding the variables, then we can go for another and like next kind of concepts there, how it is there. So first concept that we wanted to understand, variables, very like what you can say, very in depth. We wanted to understand this thing right now. So guys, what I'm doing right now, if I am writing, I need to use VS Code for now. Just a second. Mhm. Just a second. This one. I need to create a new folder for you guys. File, open folder. New folder. Gen AI DSI 2. Yeah. Python basics. Guys, I hope that everyone have this Jupyter notebook or VS Code. Salis, Naveen, and Hema Sundar, you guys have any Jupyter notebook VS Code already? Is there or not? Just I wanted to confirm because I already make these guys to install the Jupyter notebook VS Code. You guys have it there or not?
Yes, sir, we
VS
have.
Code, VS Code I have.
That is not a problem. Then we can try to do it. If any problem is coming, you can just ping me regarding that. Okay. So guys, we wanted to understand the variables concept. Okay, what we are doing, variables is something, guys, like some sort of object you can say in Python, which is going to hold some sort of value inside it. It is going to hold any kind of values right now. So if I'm writing a is equal to 10, so what I'm trying to do, this 10 is a value here. This 10 value I am assigning into where this is called as equal to is called assignment operator. So this 10 value I'm trying to assign into a variable right now simply. So let just run it. So a value will hold which a variable will hold which value? A variable will hold 10 value right now. Okay. So I'm writing a and it is holding 10. Simple. No problem into it. Now what I'm trying to do, guys, a if I write any other data that is in single quotation and double quotation. So guys, this is just a number simply. Numbers is called as what right now? It's called as integer. Any kind of number, 100, 10, 5, 6, and any kind of value we are giving right now. It's a number. It's an integer. It's called as an integer data type. Very basic to understand right now. Now, what I'm giving, guys, if I'm giving any data in single quotation or double quotation, suppose I've given hello right now, hello world, and I mention a single quotation only. So this data will be called as what, guys? Hello will be called as string. Simple. So it will be called as string data. And we know it as a name of str data type only right now. Now, what I'm doing, I can mention the string data in single quotation. I can mention the string data into double quotation also. That is very possible. I can mention the string data, guys, in triple quotation also, like this, like this. This is the string data stored in triple quotation. So single quotation, double quotation, triple quotation, whatever you wanted to give, you can give it. But any kind of data stored in single or double or triple quotation, it will be string data. Okay. Now, finally, like right now, I'm just writing 7.5. That is a float value, decimal kind of value. We know it. So it's a float data type. We call it right now. Okay. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just storing 7.5 inside it, and a value will be holding 7.5 right now. That is the thing. Now, in variables, actually, we can assign any kind of value. We can assign any kind of value. That is not a problem there. But does the variable only hold any kind of value, or it can hold any kind of other information also? Variables, what it's doing is trying to hold something, maybe some numbers, maybe some string data, maybe some float data. It is holding those values right now. But guys, variables, is just not made for holding the values. It is made for holding anything. So suppose guys, what I'm doing, you may be not understanding this code. You can ignore this part. But if I'm writing lambda of x column x double square. So, so this is not a value. Is this a value, guys? This is not a value, guys. This is not a value. This is called a function. We will understand later. This is called a function actually. So this lambda x square, it's not a value. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to store this in our a variable, right? I'm trying to store this into our a variable. It's not a value, it's not a string data, it's not a float data, it's not a string data, but still I'm trying to hold that in a variable right now. Variable can hold this thing. That is not a problem there. But one key concept about the variable is there, whatever the types of values or whatever you are trying to store in your variable will later on behave like this, like that actually. So guys, if I am trying to store a value called 10 there, okay, in a variable, in b variable, I'm trying to store a value called hello there. You know, already I have taught you this thing. So a variable 10 value, b variable hello value I'm storing right now. Now, both is holding the value. A is holding the value, B is holding the values. All these are holding the values right now. Let me just write C variable also. And I'm just writing lambda of x column x square. This is the function right now. This is the function right now. चाय और पानी दे देना पानी प्यास लगी अच्छा पानी है मेरे पास think so if you try to see there right now there are three kind of values. One is 10, one is hello, and this is what right now, guys, this is function concept. We'll understand later right now. And I told you the key concept behind the variable is just not only used for storing the data, your variable will later on behave like this. So if you try to see, guys, if I write a dot there, try to notice the functionalities it is getting. It is getting as integer, bit, conjugate, denominator, from bytes, real. So generally we are getting numerical kind of function if you try to notice there as integer ratio. Remember this thing as integer ratio. What we have hold there? Integer value we have hold it there. So integer kind of functionality we are getting right now. But if I do b dot guys, okay, and try to understand b dot, I have used it there. I'm getting capitalized, case fold, in center, count, encode, and switch. These are not an integer function, guys. These are string function. Many students get confused inside it. Which function I need to use with which variable or with which data? This is the key behind it, actually, guys. If you got any data called any variable called b, suppose, which function you need to use, just check the variable right now. It is holding all these kind of functionalities. That means all these functionalities I can use on this b variable. Okay, so earlier we have stored a dot and it was giving integer functionality it was giving right now. But if I just did b dot, it is giving me what, guys? It is giving me string functionalities. It is a string data. B is what? String data. So it is giving what? String functionality it is giving right now. But if I just try to show you C dot, this is different kind of functionalities. Okay. If I try to show you the result of C, also you will be seeing that I'm removing A. So A will be holding 10. Got it. B will be holding hello. We got it, and C will be holding something other thing. And you will see C is what right now, guys? C is what right now, guys? What is written here? It's a function there. So it's a holding a function right now. So you need to remember variable is having that kind of property which can hold any kind of value. It's not only integer, number, list, numpy array, data. It's just like that it can hold anything. Functions, classes, objects, everything it can hold. And whatever the data you are trying to feed inside the variable, guys, it will behave like that. So if I feed a function inside our C variable is holding a function and it will behave like a function right now, guys. It will behave like a function right now. I'll not show you how it works right now, but I would just, my point was just to make it there. Whatever the data, values, anything, whatever you are going to store inside the variable, your variable will behave exactly like that. Got this point or not, guys? Clear this thing? Now let's come on to this. How we can declare the variable? So first of all, normally need to understand variable can be the concept of variable can be the combination of letters and characters and numbers also. Okay, letters, character, numbers, and all this thing we can have. One thing is there, you cannot start with numbers. So I can create a variable called a1 is equal to 10. No problem. First, I'm starting with the any alphabetical letters there. That is not a problem there. We'll get and we got the variable there. But if I'm starting 1a there, 1a is equal to 10, it will give me error because already it is showing us error there. So numbers, you cannot start it there. You can start with some alphabetical character. Okay. You can create any kind of variable. That is not a problem. Suppose I'm writing hey newcomer. So hey newcomer will be what, guys, here? Hey newcomer will be a variable there. Simple. It will be holding which value? It will be holding 10 value there. So any lengthy variable you can have, short variable. I can write anything for the variable creation. This is a variable, it is holding 10 value. So variable can be any, it can hold any kind of data. That is any kind of name we can write it there. Whatever we wanted actually. If I wanted to write it now, like this, what is equal to 10? It is stored. So what is that right now here? What is the variable? So whatever you wanted to write it, you can write it. That is not a problem there. Okay. For creating any specific variable. Now, guys, is this only way to store the data inside the variable? Like I can just single-handedly, hey newcomer is equal to 10. I can write it and it will hold the values. Can we have only one method? No, this is not the single method to store the data in the variable, guys. We have other method also, and that is called tuple assignment. We'll come on to that topic, but tuple topic, guys. But right now you need to understand what is tuple assignment or how to use tuple for assigning the variable data right now. So suppose, guys, x1 I have written, x1 is equal to 10. Value assigned it right now. x2 I have written, x2 is equal to 20. Value assigned it, no problem at all right now. So x1 is equal to 10 and x2 is equal to 20. I am getting no issues at all. Now, if I wanted to assign these variable in a single line, guys, we can use which thing? We can use tuple assignment. How we can use it right now? Just try to see, guys. So if I have two variable, I will write x1 comma x2. I will simply write like in a one line x1 comma x2 is equal to 10 comma 20 right now. 10 comma 20. So 10 will be assigned in which variable? X1. 20 will be assigned into which variable? X2 right now. Suppose we have any other variable x3. So now I'm assigning 30 there. So 30 will be assigned into which variable? X3. Suppose I have one more variable 40. So I'm writing x4 here. 40 will be assigned into which variable? X4. So in a single line, actually you can declare multiple variable on the fly. You can declare it. There is no problem there. So I'm writing there and now I will show you each and every value, guys. X1 is 10, X2 is 20, X3 is 30, X4 is 40. So this is called as a tuple assignment.